Hey friends, it's time to begin the best damn meeting online with Polly, Drunken, and Snoot. It'd be great if they were on time. Hey dude, should we have some news? Copper Squad by Jacqueline. Come and join the Goose Fleet overlords and watch the AAA meeting.
Oh, yes. How'd you like that for some Valentine's Day squishiness? Hello and welcome to the AAA meeting where one of the A's means ampersand. And it's Monday, my dude. Specifically, Valentine's Monday. Which means your host is your least favourite drunken uncle. It's me! Drunken Uncle. And I'm joined, as always, by my colonial co-host and collaborator, Pete to the Dubs. It's Polydub.
Hello.
Hello.
How's things?
Oh, I didn't expect to get right into it. Oh, God, yeah, they're all right, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
good.
I mean, it's Super Bowl Monday. There's a lot of depressed people out there, not because they are alone and lonely and begging for affection, but also because their team lost the Super Bowl yesterday. Can't be helped, can't be helped.
Well, yeah, 50-50, yeah.
50 Cent was there, I believe. And fucking... and also, I was having an interesting conversation at the pub earlier. It was a guy going, I think... Valentine's Day is a net neutral time of year. I go, well, what do you mean by that? And he goes, well, because everyone's off making babies, but there's also a load of people killing themselves. So it probably works out about even, like the amount of people that leave this mortal coil and the amount of people that are to join this mortal coil. I thought that was interesting, Polly. Yeah.
All right.
I'm not saying I agree with it. I mean, even if I do, it's not exactly a political statement. I'm just saying it was interesting. And then I thought, so are there more suicides on Valentine's Day as opposed to, say like the holiday period? And I ended up looking it up. I looked it up. It turns out in Christmas time, suicides don't actually go up all that much. But Valentine's Day, oh boy.
You're feeling lonely? Is that what you're talking about this?
No. Of course, I've got you. It's pressure's on, buddy.
Yeah, well. Yeah, I've got some Valentine to do, which, basically means fulfilling obligations and whatnot.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I had an ex-girlfriend a while ago. She was militant about being bought gifts on Valentine's Day. Like, I didn't get fuck all. It was very much her day, do you know what I mean? And I was like, because I'm really not into... The only thing I like about Valentine's Day is the Valentine's Day Massacre. Now, that one was pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
But fucking... Otherwise, I'm just like, oh, look, it's all fucking hearts and squishiness and the colour red. And it's just not for me. But she was like, no, you have to get me... She was getting, like, really pissed off because I didn't want to do anything. And I was like, all right, I'll get you presents. I'll take you out. But you ain't getting fuck all for the rest of the year. If you want Valentine's Day, that's all you're getting. Lamented Eyed threw $1 to streamlabs.com/drunkenuncle saying, I know which story is your titular article. But what else is on the menu? Well, that is a very good question, Lamented Eyed. We've got a very special Valentine's menu for you tonight. It involves pigs, sea lion, and ghosts. And Zed threw $1 saying Drunken was the only one here remotely close to on time. He is hereby immune to limes and gains a bonus life against Mum's net. No! I mean, yes, I want bonus lives against Mum's net. And of course, I'm joined now by Sinatra Says. How you doing, dude?
Yo.
It's all good, guys. It's all good. He wasn't late because he texted me saying he was going to be late, and therefore the lateness cancelled out. You know what I mean?
No, I still think that's still think that's late.
No, but you let me know, so it's it's not like it wasn't a shock or anything like that. It's fine, mate. It's fine. AAA News at 10:10:10. AaA News at 10:10:10 for $1 says this just in: local drunk Welshman present for second hosted show in a row with Honker and the Waffle present.
You wouldn't get away with it here. You shouldn't get away with it at
Madcap
home.
for 25.
I love you, Drunkle. Now go get some chocolates and beer, but after the show, content.
It's all about after this show, Madcat, I'll be going over to twitch.tv/Drunkle Plays for some epic Valentine's gameage, playing Batman and beating the living shit out of criminals. Yeah, it's a busy night, mate. I'm like fucking Cupid of the internet. AAA News at AaA News at 10:10:10. Local drunk Welshman present with Honker and the Waffle present. Will this be a start of a new show? Will Sin show up? More as the story develops. Thank you for the $1. Death's Conspiracy Corner for $1 says Google Earth black zones. There are places that I'm guessing Brooklyn. There are places that cannot be seen by Google Earth no matter what. They are not government sites or Google sites, and places adjacent to them can be seen clearly. It's got the aliens. Oh, Gamer Levine.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square.
I see it being more deadly than neutral now, or at least soon. People like Baby Shaker and I taking measures to never have kids and all.
Are you referring to it as taking measures? Normally, if you don't want to have kids, or if you're not having kids, that was just called being fuck ugly. But now it's an actual anti-natalism is a thing. Yeah, have you ever found, Paulie, anti-natalists? They're like the vegans of breeding.
Yes, never by that name.
Right. What do you know them as? Childless. Happy!
Lesbians.
Oh, lesbianims. Yeah, all right, yeah, fair enough.
Lesbianims?
Lesbianims. Of course, on this, the most romantic forced day of the year, you can throw your hard-earned spondoolies my way to give me a little twinge in my lower regions, in my areas, by going to streamlabs.com/drunkenuncle. Of course, there is the super chat option found in the bottom of the chat box there, so all the world can judge you by your spelling mistakes. And there is, of course, never forgetting, streamlabs.com/polydublive for this delightful little furry bastard here sat in between me and Sinatra, and streamlabs.com/Sinatra_says, because these guys are here too, and it wouldn't be as good a show if it was me on my own. Actually, I take that back, because the live stream I did on Thursday with the North Korean propaganda video was fucking brilliant, by the way. If you haven't seen it, go and watch it. It was amazing. I don't mean to toot my own horn, although I probably will be later on. Yeah, Valentine's Day. But it was fucking epic. YouTube Steve Dave throws $1.99 saying, it's astounding. Astounding! The viewership rises when Sinatra gets here, and yet the ratio drops. What the fuck is wrong with you fuck ugly dipshits? Like the stream or get bent, fuckers. He's going in hard today, guys. I'm a bit worried about Steve Dave. Is he okay? No, we'll wait for him to tell us. How you doing, Sin?
Oh, not too bad. I had a bunch of shit to do today, so I literally just landed in the office.
I like that, just landed. That implies that you flew in from places afar, from exotic locations. Whereas it was
Boy,
probably
my
just
arms are
Walmart.
tired.
That kind of flying. Ah.
They're not tired. It's not Walmart, sorry. It was Home Depot.
Depot?
Yeah.
Oh, we're sticking with that, are we?
Holly, is that not the correct way?
That's the way I've always heard it said.
Exactly.
All right. What are your plans with Shelley tonight, Sinatra?
Non-existent. We celebrated yesterday Sunday.
That's a smart move. A lot of people were not very happy about because they moved the Super Bowl forward a week, didn't they? So it was on Valentine's Day weekend. A lot of people, dare I say women, were not very happy about that. But hey, it happens once a year. That's the man day. You get yours the next day. That's a smart move, celebrating it the day before, though, mate. Because I think I've noticed in my time of romancing and seduction and just generally being sexy on this planet Earth, is that on Valentine's Day they multiply the cost of a single rose by 5. by £1 for the rest of the year for a single rose. Valentine's Day, £5. But to be honest, it's got to be tough being a florist, hasn't it? It's not all leaves and petals. There's a lot of accountancy involved. There's a lot of worrying about your rent, you know. I mean, who gives a shit about flowers, really? You just look at them and, oh, don't they look nice? Yeah, but so does a fucking PS5. Lysis throws $2 saying, my Valentine's date was a dentist. She drilling to give me a fill-in. Oh, you dirty bitch. And Alamo for $1.99. A sexual position known as 69 shall now be called 96 due to inflation. Unlike the ratio, the inflation is raising. You think you mean rising. Quit fapping, chat, for at least 15 seconds and smash like. Fuckers. I mean, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. It's a day of love.
No lies.
But I still want your likes. Well, how about you, Polly? You having a visit from a slightly more effeminate otter than yourself? You gonna?
Yeah, I'm going out with a lady friend right after the show. That's the way it be. Yeah,
I hear him rubbing his face in frustration,
things, but they're not.
Yeah, you don't sound happy about it, Polly. Do you rather just like come around or cook you a meal, Netflix and chill? You know, that's the way you do it, isn't it? You gonna put things in a wet pocket? It's an otter thing. They got little pockets under their arms, haven't they?
What?
Yeah.
Do you, Polly? Do you have a pocket?
Not that I'm aware of.
I think it was you who told me about this, Polly. The otter
Maybe
pocket.
I did. I sleepwalk.
It's fair enough. You tell us,
Do you genuinely?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
What is this about?
Do you have to have
pocket or
like special
sleepwalking?
locks on your door and shit?
Oh, sleepwalking.
I've never made it outdoors, so I'm okay. I haven't felt the need to tether myself as of yet. But
That's crazy.
I have gone into my kitchen and seen it. I'm not going to say cooking, but there's like a misdirected array of things spread across the countertop. Like, why did I get out peanut butter and deli meat and cheese, and there's some crackers on the floor? Like, I don't know what happened. It's weird. It's like someone. Yeah, it's like a drunk person broke in and just messed up my kitchen because I have no memory of doing it. So that's generally the form I sleep.
But you don't know if you made that fucking abomination of a sandwich and ate it in your sleep.
I never end up eating. It's not like I wake up and there's like food in my bed or something. It's just I wake up, apparently go to the kitchen, fuck around, and then go back to bed. I have no memory of doing it.
I had when I lived with my friends. One of them, I'd never actually seen Sleepwalking before, but this guy did it twice. I'm there, me and my other housemate were sat there, we're just having a spliff in my bedroom, and this guy comes up from his room, in his underwear, by the way.
Sorry.
Comes up to my room, and he's there. He's got his hands down his pants, and he's talking about a funeral. A public funeral with 2 exits. That's what I remember most about that, because we keep joking about it now. 2 exits? A public funeral? And then he said that, and he walked off down again.
Whoa, stop!
Oh, God, it doesn't read out. I wish it would, because there's a word there that I don't understand. Gamer Levine for $8 says, it's not anti-natalist. I only know Uncle Natalist. I never got knocked up. It's normally called birth control or tubal ligation. Ew. That's it. I'm off to buy the most expensive prime rib I can find because I can. Yes, Gamer Levy, it's called disposable income. Get in, girl. You fucking do it. Thank you for the $8.
Nicely done.
So, and then this guy, he leaves my room, and then he goes into, it was my other housemate who was in my room, right? And he goes into, this guy sleepwalks into his bedroom. And he's like, what the fuck is he doing in there? And he's in there for about 15 seconds and comes back out pulling up his boxer shorts. And I'm just like, Steve, I think he pissed in your bedroom, mate.
Did he?
We never found out.
You never went and looked?
No. You don't want to go into a room when it's just been pissed in.
I don't know, man. I think I would go look.
This player, I mean, his bedroom was at, like, fucking, I'm called Drunken Uncle, right? But this guy Mate, he was something else. He's a big guy. 6'6", right? Which is clinically, he's a clinical giant. Medically, he is a giant. And he loves that. He loves that. My girlfriend at the time, when he hit 6'6", got him a t-shirt for his birthday that said clinical giant. He fucking loved it. What the fuck?
What's the matter?
Your microphone is just gone fucking weird, bro. Yeah. Well, on with the show. So he could drink a lot, which is why I'm so prolific at drinking, you see, because I was constantly keeping up with him. You could go into his bedroom and it was just empty beer cans on the floor, just fucking everywhere, mate. It was ridiculous. He'd have to jump over them to get into bed. There was so fucking many. And there was a time when we had someone staying with us for a while. And, No, just as bad. Just as bad. You're gonna have to listen to it. Might be Discord, mate. I don't know. Yeah, fuck knows. Maybe let's get some audio feedback. He's gone. Fuck it. So this fucking room was astounding. And there was when we had someone staying with us for 6 months while he was waiting for his house to get ready. You know, mortgages can take a long time. We would all just, because there were so many of us, just get pissed in the hallway. Because there was like a long balustrade by the stairs because we lived above a shop. And that was like the bar. And we had a beer fridge right next to there. And then, you know, whenever this guy ran out of a beer, he'd go, "Yes, please, John." And I, "Yeah, no problem." I go to the fridge, get a beer, slide it along the banister. A lot of times it fell down the stairs. We lost a lot of beer. But then we just get pissed drinking all of this shit, and rather than throwing the cans away, we just threw them in this guy's room because no one would notice. So what's 8 more cans out of all that, you know? It was so full of cans that this guy was taking photos of it and put it on social media. Just look at my mate's bedroom. Fucking hell, brilliant. That's my story about beer cans. Did you enjoy that, Polly? Yeah. Cool. Oh, hang. Could you talk for me again? Oh. Oh, okay. Maybe it's my Discord. I'm going to restart Discord real quick.
There's an update available.
Oh,
Maybe
no.
that's it.
No, you sound fine now. I was worried that it was... Did Sinatra sound shit to you when he came in?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, good. Right. Thank you, Doctor. At least now I have a name for it. So what's your plans with your Lady Otter friend tonight then? You going to a restaurant? Maybe the movies?
No, she does not want... She doesn't buy me things. It's do gesture. You know what I mean? So she doesn't want flowers. She wants a love letter. She does not want candy. She wants a heartfelt statement of affection. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like,
she wants the moon on a stick by the sound of it, mate.
Well, I don't play no musical instruments, so she ain't get serenaded. You know, I should show up with my slide whistle and be like, "Baby, I love you," that kind of thing.
I mean, that made me wet. I'd love someone doing that outside my bedroom window.
I play a mean triangle. It's like,
Yeah?
you know,
You qualified?
let's stay together. Ding, 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 ding. It'd be great.
He's hammering that triangle. It's what I'm going to do to you later, my darling. You know, but it is very much... I mean, because... Are you getting anything throughout all of this? Besides laid, hopefully?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, Valentine's is for women. It's like weddings. They're for women. I was told that back in fucking high school. Women would say that. It's like the groom needs to understand that. Girls dream of their wedding day. Boys don't dream of their wedding day. That's why it's all like you need to just let your wife, fiance, whatever the fuck, have what they want on their wedding day. I figure Valentine's Day is like along those lines. It's all about them, and it's just the way that it is.
Yeah. I totally understand.
Yeah,
I mean, that
makes
I
sense.
totally agree. Rather, I mean the ex-girlfriend I told you about, it was, you know, fucking very, very demanding that stuff happen on Valentine's Day. Mate, I was fucking broke back then as well. Broke back. I did say broke back, didn't I? Jesus Christ. I had fucking no money, and she's like, I want that pillow in the shape of a heart. Oh, for Christ's sake. It's only relevant one day a year. What are you going to do with it for the other 364? You fucking idiot. I'm glad I punched her. But fucking... She get into an argument about it and everything because she was so demanding. And then she ends up pulling out a load of stuff out of the bag. Going, see, this is all the stuff I was going to do for you. Right? And she pulls out some fucking fabric-scented rose petals that apparently we were going to bone on and shit like that. And I go, bitch, this is all stuff for you. None of that was for me. If ever anyone said to, hey, Millard, what's your ideal Valentine's Day? I'll be like steak and a blowjob, basically. Right? At no point am I saying I want scented rose petals. That's not for me. What?
No, not really.
Not at all.
Freedom.
Get it, Polly?
Oh, well, thank you for the $1.99. Polly, you should quote Judge Smalls from Caddyshack? Smallis? I don't know. You should quote the judge from Caddyshack. Quote, you'll get nothing and like it. But I wouldn't listen to me. Smash like, fuckers. Okay, well.
As long as you like it.
You'll get nothing from me and like it, fuckers.
Sam Miguel.
Yeah.
Sam Miguel in the chat reminded me that Steak and Blowjob Day is March the 14th. And God bless any women who observe that. But of course,
Black Dragon, thank you for the $1.
Oh.
Fun animal fact. A group of otters is called a romp. Well, that's actually very appropriate.
You're gonna be romping. You're gonna be romping. Unless they're in water, in which I believe it's a raft.
I could see that.
It sounds about right, doesn't it?
Yeah, the marine otters look like they're rafting towards battle.
You gotta be let's get the fucking otter army out here. Come on, let's do it for the day of otter loving. Let's get it. Godspeed, little otters. Can I interest anyone in some news? Do you want some news?
Yes.
We got fair bit of news. A lot happened over the weekend, apparently.
Did it?
Yeah, apparently, some of it weird, some of it not so weird, and of course, you know me. I concentrated on the weird. So, AaAers, that is Polly and Sinatra, if you will direct your eyes, your gaze, dare I say, because it's their Valentine's Day too, over to the Discord. And people in the chat, I've got you back as we head over to News Central. It's the Babylon Bee, of course, following up from the Super Bowl halftime show. NBC pulls Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg from halftime show after finding recordings of them using the N-word.
I'm shocked.
Shocked! I did see. It was a terrible halftime show. Really, the lineup was great. Don't get me wrong,
dude. Okay, go.
The set itself sucked.
That was the most visually uninspired, uninteresting set I have ever seen in my fucking life.
I mean, even beyond that, only half the stadium could see what was going on. It was fucking that halftime show was made for TV, and you know it was like the cheapest for a ticket was something like $2.5 grand. Imagine paying that kind of money and all you can see is the back of Snoop Dogg's head. There it is.
Off to Ottawa, little otters. Trudeau's just declared emergency powers, and shit's gonna get fucking ugly. They need your help.
Ottawa. Brilliant. Ottawa. Oh, I love it.
Huh. Well, he did, the miserable fucker that he is.
Mm-hmm.
I love when leaders declare a national emergency. Because I mean, it's set into law for like when there's like a foreign attack or a terrorist attack where they can, suspend certain rights because they need to do this and that and blah 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 blah. It's like, yeah, that I get. When you have a bunch of protesters that are people that aren't going to vote for you anyway,
yeah,
and you're willing to use government, blah blah blah,
and no one gets hurt.
Yeah, I'm sure you can fill in the rest of the fucking story. And if anyone gets hurt, no one's going to cover it because news entertainers, et cetera, everybody knows what I'm going to say. Okay, you tell them, Steve Dave. Thank you for the $11. There you go. Off to do as young men do when invading foreign places with the other lady types of the region. Go Otters! Spread thine superior genetics for the Otter Marines of tomorrow.
You have got such a good voice for political propaganda. Do you know? You ever seen V for Vendetta? You could be the guy who's constantly ranting on TV, that could totally be you, Polly. Or that,
in a way, he kind of is.
Do you think?
Sort of.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll talk more about that.
But yeah, I watched the
You want to
halftime
hear
show.
some political propaganda read like a political propagandist would? Just read NBC News' coverage of the Trudeau to enact emergency power. God, it's such a fucking ridiculous joke. Our country is under a national security threat. You're from honking?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people have been referring to them as terrorists as well. Just like, what?
But I mean, it just
Jesus
goes.
Christ.
Here's the sentence that just sums up NBC News and the kind of, they believe themselves to be centrist, but they're not. They just think they're normal because far lefties, well, moderate and far lefties, tend to think of themselves as being normal, and everything that doesn't agree with them is therefore an extremist position. So when they write about the other side, they'll talk about right-wing media, not realizing they're left-wing media. They think, no, we're just normal. They're the weird ones. I hate that lack of fucking self-awareness, but here it is. The protests have drawn support from right-wing extremists and armed citizens in Canada and have been cheered on in the U.S. by Fox News personalities and conservatives such as Donald Trump. Like, are you fucking kidding me? This is in the middle of a news story? There's a whole bunch of... Who are you talking about? Who are the right-wing extremists? Armed citizens? Are you talking about, like, a cadre of militia in Canada are roaming the streets of Ottawa threatening to shoot police? Because that's the way you just made it sound. On purpose, when it's not fucking happening. And have been cheered on in the U.S. by Fox News, who beats the shit out of you in the ratings, and that's why you're carrying on about them. And it's a chance to bring up Donald Trump, so let's go ahead and do that.
Oh my God, we got a poly rant on a Monday. I'm so happy. It's like a shiny Pokemon.
Well, a shiny otter, if you will.
The golden otter.
Golden otter.
That's why last Wednesday I did the
see.
whole... That's why last Wednesday I did the whole thing about look what's going on in Australia. It's no different. They're all the same throughout the English-speaking world. Politicians, news entertainers, and the way they deal with protests that they don't agree with.
That's exactly it. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong as well. There was the fiery but mostly peaceful protests. Of course, people were outspoken on that because there was, shit was getting burned down. But this isn't the same. Of course, it's the opposite side which are condemning these. But it's in no way comparable. How was that? That was, fucking BLM civil rights heroes right there. But these guys are domestic terrorists, apparently. And nothing has happened. Although I did see on Reddit earlier on, someone said, absolutely no one has been hurt. And then someone went, yeah, but they did try to burn down a building with people inside. Look at the footage. Do you know the person who tried to do it? Purple hair. Now, what does that tell you?
Yeah.
Did you see that he's going after the crowdfunding sites as quote-unquote terrorist funding networks?
That's the terrorist. It's a brand new... The use of it is brand new, isn't it? It's like the Nazi of 2 years ago. The misinformation of last year. This year's word is terrorist, guys. Write that shit down. Jot that down. It's fucking mental. It's happening in protests in New Zealand as well. Apparently they're blasting a baby shark on a loop to try and dissipate them. That would work for me. Get the fuck out of there, mate.
We covered we talked about this a little bit Friday. We covered a little bit of an Australian protest, and there were like 20 cops and a few hundred people, and the cops are holding a line, and the people are like, there's like 20 of them, and they just ran them over.
Did they really? Jesus.
Not with cars, but like
okay.
Ran past them.
Okay. Oh, thank fuck for that. That is, I mean,
they cleared the Ambassador Bridge. I mean, that's open now, the main bridge between Detroit and
they brought
Ontario.
in fucking heavily armed forces to clear it out, didn't they?
Yeah, they formed a line, a skirmishing line.
Yeah.
Like this is like Napoleonic warfare or something. Lines like 4 deep of cops who just walked forward with the judicial understanding that we are going to walk forward, and if you get in our way, you are assaulting an officer. So now you are subject to arrest. And if you resist arrest, we're going to tase you or shoot you.
It is absolutely mental that this is...
I hope you're paying attention. Because that'll be what's happening here in a little bit if things don't change.
It will. I mean, the precedent is being set right now, and it is scary. And not just that, but it's... for some reason, the people who, despite the summer of love, which was, people going, fuck the police, are now fucking cheering on the police because it's a protest that they disagree with. What's going on here is people saying, oh, they shouldn't have a right to protest because they don't agree with it. It is fucking scary.
Oh, damn it. I tried to mute. It didn't work.
And it's only going to get worse. Vladimir Dragonov threw $5 super chat saying, when in doubt, your dominant hand is the most reliable Valentine's date. Ah, God bless you, Vladimir, a man who gets me. And Trucker Wolf for $5 super chat says, Give Send Go has been hacked. Hacked, you say?
I heard that, yeah. I didn't see it, but I heard it.
That is the Christian-based crowdfunding site, right?
Yes, the one that Trudeau made it illegal to have any dealing with whatsoever.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, on Friday as well, I said about because Trudeau made it illegal for you to aid the truckers in any way, and you didn't show it. I sent you a video of people. It was a big crowd of people, all with jerry cans, but only some of them had gasoline in them. So you can't check all of them. It was like a fucking heist movie. It was great.
I loved Ham and Bean saying that people should piss in it and then let the cops sniff your piss.
Oh, nice. My issue is that throughout the entire video, there was only one that had a yellow can, which of course means diesel. Mistakes might have been made. We don't know. Still, I mean that's our Super Bowl based news anyway, because that was yesterday. But today is Super Bowl Monday, or rather Super Bowel Monday, as your poop pick could win you $10,000 on Super Bowl Sunday. This is not a fucking joke.
Mine's gone already.
Your poop?
Yeah, I pooped twice and I didn't take a picture.
You wasted it, mate. You literally flushing money away. Are you the kind of shameless individual who people describe as too much on social media? Do you need an extra 10 grand? Do you poop? According to a popular book, everybody does. Do you hate this line of questioning as much as I do? If you answered yes to every question but the last one, have I got a contest for you? This is from the bidet company Tushy, who are actually encouraging people to send them photos of their latest turnout. Bonus points as well if you could tell them what the food was before it changed. And someone's going to get 10 grand out of it. This is the tweet right here. We're serious. You could win $10,000 if you send us your post-big game poop on Super Bowel Monday. Bonus points if you tell us what food it used to be. So, I mean, for those of you who haven't yet, get in there. Fucking enjoy yourselves.
All right.
That's all I've got on that, I'm afraid. It had titular article vibes, but it still wasn't quite enough because, thankfully, I think it was it might have been Evil One on Twitter sent me an article, and I laughed so hard. I asked him to delete it so Sinatra wouldn't see it, and I get to use it for Monday. So we got that to look forward to. On to the next. Skiers struggle as real snow falls on Winter Olympics. Now, I don't know a lot about skiing, but isn't it meant to be done on snow?
I don't snow.
You don't snow?
No.
No. According to Polly, we don't have snow here in the UK either, so this just...
That was a valid question.
It was not a valid question.
How was that not a valid question?
Because we have snow in the fucking UK. Do you have snow? No, I live in fucking Ecuador. It's snowing.
You guys have earthquakes? Like, bad ones? Do you have hurricanes? Like, these are all valid questions.
Yeah, but I mean, earthquakes and hurricanes are not snow. Snow is just... It's light.
They're natural occurrences that happen all over the world, just like snow.
Mum's a natural occurrence.
Uh-huh.
No, I mean, she is. And a lovely one at that.
All mothers are.
Oh, except for new mothers. I fucking hate them. Got like fucking two of them on the fucking on the sidewalk, so you can't get, but you got to walk in the fucking road. They're some of the most entitled people I've ever met. Fucking hate them.
Yeah.
Once they have a second kid, like, you know, they kind of fucking warm up a little bit, but the first one, no, fuck them. Fuck them. Do you know what I really hate is, while we're on the subject of this, and I know there's going to be people out there making babies tonight, whether intentionally or unintentionally. No, it's fucking when I see social media posts of like two fucking mothers have got together and they just put their babies led next to each other and take a photo and post that. When Harry met Sally. I don't give a shit. Get your fucking baby off of my fucking social media or I will masturbate to it and that's your fault then. So, snow.
Clip that, somebody.
Do you know the best one ever was? It was a fucking right close up of a baby's stupid baby face, right? And this one had like a turned up nose, like an elf, and there was like a fucking distinct lack of eyebrows. Looked stoned because it was like halfway through a blink, and you fucking dribbling and shit like that. And I was like, oh God, why is that even there? I actually reported it to Facebook. Well, I don't want that on my fucking feed. But then I saw someone else that I know commenting on it, going, "She's beautiful." It was the ugliest fucking baby I've ever seen, mate. And I told the mother. Right, snow is not helping people ski. Yeah. Jilted lovers take revenge by naming cockroaches for Valentine's Day. It happens every year, and I think it's a beautiful thing. Cockroach warning for people out there who don't like them. This guy's just casually holding one. I fucking hate cockroaches. If I found one in my kitchen, I would burn the place to the ground, mate. I would burn it. But I didn't even know that we had cockroaches in England, and it turns out we do. They're in the zoo in Fairseat.
Oh, so that you didn't know?
No, because I'd never actually...
I see. I think.
Oh, don't be like that.
You have. See, somebody going, do you have cockroaches in England? Is a dumber question than does it snow?
I don't think it is. I don't think it for like the country that is famous for the amount of rain that we get. It makes sense that rain would get a bit cold. And thus turn into snow.
You realize there are places in the world where it doesn't snow.
Yeah, and I don't live in one of them. It's not like it doesn't snow in Scotland. Of course it fucking snows in Scotland. That is a fucking nasty ass cockroach as well. It's huge. I don't know how the guy's holding that in his hand without going, ah! Oh man, no, fuck no, fuck no, fuck no, burn it all down. But you can name, I mean, that girlfriend I was on about who demanded shit to happen on Valentine's Day, tempted to go up to Fairseat in England and fucking name a cockroach after that hoe. It turns out, yeah, we do have cockroaches in England because they are in zoos. There was also a place that my mother used to clean that apparently had cockroaches as well. And I actually don't live far from that place now. I won't even walk past that place. Fuck cockroaches. If we get rid of them, it's not going to affect the ecosystem at all. Let's just annihilate them. Let's just get rid of them. Like polio. Right? You alright, Polly?
Yep.
Good. Moving on. Most expensive Valentine's Day dinners, including a £22,000 chocolate pudding. That is the currency, not the weight. And $1.50 for a gold steak. Of course, we all got our feeling where that gold steak comes from. This is the most expensive pudding. It is the Cumbrian chocolate egg, which you have to order 3 weeks in advance. And that's setting you back just over 20 grand right there. Better be fucking good, mate. It invariably isn't, is it? And of course, the steak here comes from this piece of shit. Fucking this smug asshole that is Salt Bay. Now, you know why that's so expensive, Polly? That steak there? And it's a beautiful cut, don't get me wrong. It's because of the gold leaf.
Yes.
Right? That's fucking... That's $1.50 for a... Don't get me wrong, very, very nice cut of steak. But it's about the gold leaf. Now, I took interested in this. Do you know how much gold leaf costs?
I no idea.
Well, this one here is just under $10. Edible gold leaf, right? So, you add gold leaf to something, and you can just hike up the price as much as you fucking want then, you know? But it is literally, it's just fucking $10 worth. And you get 10 pieces of this shit for $10. So we're talking under $1 per fucking square of edible gold leaf here. Fucking $1.50 for that shit. Just take me to Weatherspoons instead. Fucking hell. Yeah, and that's all I have to say about gold leaf. All right, moving on. Breastfeeding mum notices baby hair is soaking wet, realises her armpit is leaking milk. Says, my brain cannot comprehend this at all. Yeah, me too, love. Me too. Now, I'm pretty confident in saying, out of all of us three here, we've never breastfed, right?
I have not.
No. That would be weird, wouldn't it? Do you know what'd be even weirder?
Yeah.
Doing it through your armpit, Polly.
Yes.
I'm glad you agree with me on that. Let's move on. Durham police help save a woman 3,000 miles away in Canada. This is a beautiful story of, this is someone from, Durham, that would be, in Ontario, in Canada, actually called the wrong police force. The wrong fucking country. Ended up getting in contact with Durham in the UK police. Not Durham, Durham. And they ended up helping her out anyway. And it's actually quite serious as well. This was through a typing-based service. She typed, I need help. There's a man in my house. He's going to come in. He's in the house. So the fucking police in the control room called up the police in Durham, got it sorted. They arrested him. He failed to comply with what they were saying, and he got tased. And for what I learned from they sent him to the scene in the town of, I want to say Ajax, but in Holland, in the Netherlands, it's Ajax. So I don't know. The suspect fled, was cornered nearby, where he refused to obey officers' requests, and during the altercation was tasered. Capital T. Brand name, maybe? You two know anything about this?
First time hearing of it.
The brand name Taser. Okay, so if you don't use a taser, you got to call it something else. Or is this like Xerox or sellotape? Is it just one of those words which has just wormed its way into natural fucking parlance? That's right, I just used the word parlance. Sin, I see you in the chat, mate. You're all good. Good boy police in the UK getting in contact with our friends in Canada. Probably they said, oh, there's someone there that needs help, and they're like, oh, sorry, we're all out walking into protesters on a bridge right now, but we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can.
Well, laser stands for something, and if they can't come up with a fucking, what the acronym Taser stands for, I say anyone could fucking use it. That's my call. It doesn't make much sense, but that's the stand I'm taking.
That's interesting. Is Taser an acronym?
No, but laser is, so therefore Taser should be as well. And if they can't come up with what the acronym stands, like what the words are,
yeah,
I say you've abrogated your authority over the word.
Yeah? No, I think you're right. I mean, what could Taser be? Take a suspect.
All round.
We'll look over. Well, don't worry about the spelling. We're all right. We were hopped up on fucking electricity juice when we named it. All right. No, I think you're right there. It should be It should be like laser being an acronym. Taser should be an acronym as well. I don't think laser's a brand name, but it seems Taser. Let's reclaim the word Taser.
Take a
Polly.
suspect ass roasted.
Is it Taser? I thought it was like ER. It is ER. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is ER.
Yeah.
Okay, take a suspect electronically roasted.
Oh, that's it.
There.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fan-fucking-tastic work, Polly. Excellent fucking work. So they got him. He was electronically roasted. Well done, police. Over to Fox 13. Man breaks into home, takes bath, eats shrimp, and leaves $200 for damages. Good guy burglar. I don't know what to make of this. Why would you break into a house if you had $200? You don't need to steal things. It was just fucking saw some shrimp, and he was like, oh, God, get him. But they caught him. They caught him. I think they were going around to anyone who looked like the suspect going, let me smell your breath. Yep, smells like shrimp. Get him. Electronically roast him. Alamo in the chat says, Taser is Tom A. Swift electronic rifle. And Go Fuck Yourself says Taser is a brand name. The device is called a stun gun. Interesting. But you don't say they were stunned. You know, they were fucking tasered, weren't they? It's like, you know, you fucking duct tape something, you know? You Xerox something. It's one of those. It's just working its way in. We need to have greater control over the words that we speak. It's propaganda, guys. It's coming at you from all angles in the form of Xerox. Let's move on. People are obsessed by adorable dog that looks like Yoda and Dobby had a baby. Oh.
Whoa, stop!
It's Pad Buddy for the $8, and I'm finally here. What's happening today? Oh, a lot of Valentine's-based news, mate. Shrimp-based news, and we can still look forward to the sea lion and the pig, separate articles, but hey, maybe that'll be our new radio show, Polly. I'll be sea lion, you can be the pig. You know who Dobby is, Polly?
Dobby?
Dobby. No. He was the elf in Harry Potter, who everyone thought was insanely cute, but he did remind me of that photo of a baby that I spoke of earlier. I never liked. And there's actually the place in the movies, right, where Dobby died. People have actually gone to the place where they filmed that, and they lay little stones down in his memory. Like, the fucker didn't even exist. What's wrong with you people? Get a fucking job.
It's like the graves we saw in fucking Australia for all the koalas that have been schmucked on the road.
That was right. Except the koalas actually existed. This was an elf from a popular film franchise, and people fucking lose their shit over it, mate. Anyway, well, we all know Baby Yoda. Here's Baby Yoda. I don't think there is a picture of Dobby the house elf, but here's the dog. Look at his ears! He's sat next to a little fucking toy of himself as well. I wouldn't do that. If I had a little toy of myself, I'd be like, hell no. Get the fuck out of my house. There's only room for one drunkle here. Look at his ears! God bless him. What's you're posting a link there, bud?
Yep.
What you linking to?
It's a video on my channel, proof that tasers don't work on everybody.
Okay, interesting. Sounds good.
It's all of 4 seconds long, but it's a good time.
Make sure you go and check that out, guys, over on the Polydub channel. And also make sure you go and check out my live stream from last week of the great victories of 2021 from North Korea. Fantastic fucking stuff. Lamented guy threw $1 saying, there's only one good roach on God's green earth. Geralt's horse.
You tell him, Steve Dave, thank you for the $1. Taser stands for Tom A. Swift electronic rifle invented by Jack Cover. He named the invention after Tom Swift books, which were a series about the inventor of the amazing gadgets from his childhood.
So that is real. I thought, I didn't know if Alamo was being serious or not, but it turns out he is. Tom A. Swift electronic rifle. That's awesome.
Yeah, and Steve Dave decorated the information with some detail.
Can you hear me? Test.
Yes, we can, buddy.
There we go.
That's an excellent tidbit of information. That's fucking wonderful. Now, if anyone asks me what taser means, I can tell them. Thank you, AAA Meeting. Lysis throws $1 saying, in Australia, the Prime Minister met with the truckers and informed them the best way to change the mandate, since it's a state issue, not federal. Well, fucking Godspeed to them, mate. Thing is, if one country does it, then the rest of them are likely to follow suit, aren't they?
Well, somebody has to step up and be the first one to go, hey, we don't like this. You got to change it.
It is true. Sinatra, look at that dog.
Oh, look at that dog.
Look at his ears.
Look at that dog's ears.
His ears. Right, that's your dose of floppy dog ears for today. No Wordle update leads to discovery of 80-year-old held hostage by naked man. Now, I know what you're thinking. What a fucking headline. And that is exactly what I thought as well.
No.
Have you guys played the game Wordle?
What the fuck is Wordle?
You don't know what? Oh, mate, it's pretty good. You get it's one puzzle a day, and it's the same puzzle for everyone. And you get 6 attempts. You got to type in a word. It has to be an actual word. You can't just put in the letters. If it's grey, then the letter is not in the word at all. If it's yellow, then the letter's in it, but it's in the wrong place. And if it's green, then you're spot on right there. 6 attempts. I fucking love it. It's a shame you only get 1 a day, to be honest, because I guess there's only so many words out there. New York Times actually bought it off of the guy who made it as well. He made a fucking mint off of this shit. By the way, guys, if you haven't played Wordle today, the word was cynic. Very difficult because there was no vowels except for the Y. Sometimes Y. Took me a fucking while, but Millard got it in the end. So, this is a very, very popular game. In this story, a daughter would get daily updates from her mother about how well she's doing on Wordle. Did she get it on the second attempt, the third attempt, the fourth attempt, or whatever? But it turns out she didn't get the update from her mother that day. So she got someone to check up on her, and it turns out she'd been held hostage by a man for something like 21 hours. Good guy Wordle out there saving lives. Why the man was naked, I do not fucking know. The woman said the man threatened her life. Ultimately, after grabbing 2 knives from the kitchen, the man led her to the bathroom in the basement, barricading her inside, using a chair for the next 17 hours.
Yikes.
And she was found all because of this fucking ridiculous little game. Thank you, Wordle, out there saving lives. Polly, have you played this?
No.
Oh, mate, it could be. I mean, because you're a man of letters, you're a smart guy. It could be up your street.
I don't know. I fail miserably at Scrabble, so.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, whenever I play Scrabble, it always spells disaster. Moving on.
You can't bell yourself.
I just did, sir. Oh, you weren't going to bell me, were you?
I don't have a bell.
Ah, yeah, that's why. Cat burglar, New Zealand pet steals bong, bag of white powder, and lacy underwear.
Good guy, cat.
Thieving cat. It is a New Zealand cat with a reputation as a talented thief. They says brought home drugs as well, so I guess that white powder, yeah, it was cocaine. It makes me...
Or meth.
It could have been meth. It was a crystal-like substance. It was the cat's name, by the way, is Keith.
Keith the cat. Lovely.
You're giving people names to animals. It's just... Oh, God, I don't get it. Steve, Dave, and Dr. Functional in the chat are completely correct. The crime wave continues. In the form of
Yeah, there's a
stealing
crime wave.
bongs, cocaine, and hopefully clean underwear. What else we got? Chihuahua ghost is haunting my house. I can hear his claws in the hallway. Here's the ghost of a Chihuahua. Thank you, Getty Images, for this photo of...
I have many questions.
Name 6 questions.
How do they know it's a chihuahua?
Thank
That's
you.
the
Yeah.
number one.
Good question.
Number
Very
two,
good.
how do they know it's a ghost and not an animal?
Or a Chihuahua, for instance.
Yeah.
I mean, these are excellent questions right here. It's a paranormal skeptic. Skeptic, apparently, is convinced a Chihuahua is haunting her house after spotting a little dog in the doorway. Now, Polly, if you see a little dog
G.R. Fisher, I wasn't going to say anything, but yet I is a vowel.
I is a vowel.
Is I not in the word cynic?
Y is... sorry, right, no, okay. Well, all right, okay. If we're still talking about that, I got the I or the vowel early on because I always start with the word audio because it's got the most vowels in it. And so the I was in the right place, but I'm looking at it going, none of the fucking other ones fit. I tried the I again, and in the end, I was like, oh god, yeah, a Y. Took me a while to get it. Cynic is not a common word, is it? As opposed to skeptic. Polly, if you see a dog in your doorway, what's your first thought?
How big is this dog?
It's a little dog, about Chihuahua size.
Wow. Oh shit! Where'd the dog come from? Is my first
Right?
thought.
So you didn't immediately jump to, it's a ghost of a dog.
No.
No, that is because
No,
you
I
are normal.
didn't think of tasing it or getting my proton pack and ghost trap. No.
You don't want to electronically roast the ghost of a Chihuahua. So she's convinced.
My first thought is field goal.
You can. Divine Petulance in the chat says Chihuahuas don't have souls. There you go. Whole thing's completely debunked right there. All right.
Good job.
But that's not the only ghost news we've got, because here in snowy England, we have a beauty spot which is haunted by a rude woman in white ghost who tells people to fuck off. Nothing more British than a ghost telling you to fuck off, is there? Locals are claiming a potty-mouthed ghoul appearing as a woman in white, and here's Kate Middleton right here. Just not related. Ghost hunters were called to the Quantock Hills in Somerset over reports that an angry spook had been shouting and swearing at tourists. What kind of tourist is like, I know, let's go to England, let's see some hills. You see a ghost. This is, of course, the Getty image of a ghost which proves that they do exist, because Getty Images wouldn't lie to us, would they? Now, this lady, it was a couple, Christine and Dave Thomas, who are avid ghost hunters. Oh, yeah. What are the chances they'd make up that they've seen a ghost then? Launched an investigation into the paranormal being back in 2020, which was 2 years ago now, guys. A long time ago. Christine claims she was shouted at and told to fuck off by the nasty evil spirits. Well, maybe you should have then, Christine. Maybe you should have fucked off. This ain't your hill. Get a real job. Right, moving on. Sea lion found wandering California highway, returned to the ocean. Look at his little whiskers. His
Hitching a ride?
bulge. Could have been hitching a ride. Well, here's the thing. I mean, normally this would be like, oh, like sea lion, highway, all right. But he was fucking miles from any body of water. This motherfucker must have been going for a long time. Or someone sea lion napped him and he escaped. Up to you. Up to you. You make of that what you will. This is as much of a mystery as a ghost that tells you to fuck off. But it's not the only animal-based news that we've got tonight, because back here in snowy old Britain, loose pig wanders into British social club. This isn't the pig in question. Oh, it might be. I don't know. It was patrons at a social club in Britain were treated to an unusual sight when a loose pig wandered into the establishment before being lured back outside with potato chips. Greedy little fuckers. Lamented guy threw $1 saying, was the ghost's name David Thompson? It's a fucking Sandra Wilson. That's what I refer to ghosts now, as Sandra Wilsons. So, pig comes into a pub, leaves the pub. World keeps on spinning. Adele slammed for telling gender-neutral award show she loves being a woman.
Yeah.
Never be woke enough.
That's exactly right, Sin. That is exactly right. This was the Brit Awards, which, I mean, I would guess where they're held. And they did have, it was Best Male Artist, Best Female Artist, but now have been amalgamated into one award, Best Artist. She came out. She said, brilliant. Love being a woman. And everyone went, fucking transphobe! Because you're not allowed to enjoy being the gender that you are, Sinatra. I mean, do you enjoy being a man?
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome, isn't it?
I'm quite pleased with it.
Yeah.
I like standing up to piss and I don't get periods.
Would you be a woman?
No.
You wouldn't even give it a go?
Mm-mm.
No. I'm probably...
Then I have to sit down to
then.
piss.
You don't have to. It just causes a mess, I guess. But you're not allowed to enjoy yourself, Sinatra. That's the thing. When it comes to gender, you must be in a perpetual state of fear and terror and frustration. Otherwise, you're fucking transphobic. Just like Adele here, who, I mean, this is the second time she's come under fire, because remember, she lost a load of weight and got called fatphobic for daring care about her health as well, you know. Adele is being accused.
I kind of liked her with a little bit of weight on her, but I also like her with less weight on her.
Yeah.
Can we have both somehow?
We can have both, Polly. Because you're a man, you can have it all.
Isn't there a good middle ground?
I suppose. Oh, you like a... No, don't be fat. Don't be skinny. Chubsome, I believe is the word. Chubsome.
Just thick.
Bit thick, yeah?
Yeah, give me thick Dell.
Built for comfort.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. A cushion of a woman. So
You sit down, you got that little pooch. That's the good stuff.
You got the little pooch. You like a little pooch?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you like that, how about that little pooch? You like that little pooch?
I like that little pooch.
You like that little pooch. So Adele's being accused of transphobia for declaring at a woke gender-neutral awards show that she loves being a woman. Making the remark last Tuesday at the Brit Awards, she collected the prize for Artist of the Year. She says, I understand why the name of this award has changed, but I really love being a woman and being a female artist. I do, she said to huge cheers. I'm really proud of us. I really, really am, she said. Because, of course, we all know a win for Adele is a win for all womankind. But then, of course, Twitter happened. Oh, God, it's always Twitter, isn't it? With one person writing, please, no, Adele can't be a TERF. Because that's what it is now. You're a trans-exclusionary radical feminist if you just just like being a woman. And of course, who wouldn't love being Adele? You're rich and you got tits.
How is that being a turf?
What? It's fucking Twitter, isn't it? And then you got, who would have thought Adele was a transphobe and would use their platform to call for the destruction of the trans community, especially the confused teenagers. Now, I'm just going to take us back to this quote here. I understand
I
why
just
the
want
name...
somebody to explain why.
What she said. Now, I'm gonna repeat what Adele said, and you, Sinatra, you tell me to stop when you hear when she said she calls for the destruction of the trans community, especially the confused teenagers. Okay? Here's the quote. I understand why the name of this award has changed, but I really love being a woman and being a female artist. I do. I'm really proud of us. I really, really am. Now, I noticed you didn't call for me to stop at any point there, Sinatra.
I did not.
Why was that, sir?
Because I did not hear anything transphobic.
Because she didn't fucking say it. She didn't fucking say it. We're living in such an age where if you're not constantly drilling your support for the trans community into other people's heads, then you're basically Hitler. In this case, a formerly chubby Hitler. Godspeed, Adele. I could have heard one of your songs, but I didn't know it was one of your songs. I probably have, but I've never gone, that's Adele.
I think I have, but I don't listen to transphobes.
Fucking smart move. Poor old Adele. Should we, let's get into some world records that have been broken this week. We do like a bit of world records on a Monday. Oh, yes. We've got the Madden NFL game projected on a Las Vegas hotel breaks world record. Biggest game projected ever.
Oh, that's cool.
It is cool. I couldn't imagine doing it, though, because I am shit at that game, and I don't want all of Las Vegas knowing just how bad I am.
I've never played any of these.
It's a good game. It's just not a game that I'm good at. You know what I mean? Still pretty cool, unless you are staying in that hotel on that particular night, in which case, I'm trying to sleep. Do you fucking mind? Mind you, Las Vegas, a city that never sleeps. Why would you go there if you're tired? But we've also got other world records. It is Idaho man recaptures Guinness World Record for wet sponge hits. What is a wet sponge hit? That is a good question, Polly. It is being smacked in the face with a wet sponge from a certain distance away. It is, of course, our favourite world record breaker, David Rush.
But why?
Of course.
It's because it's David Rush. It's just... He's got over 200 Guinness World Records now. Why is... I mean, it's a significant question, Sinatra. Why is this a world record? It's not like the Olympics, is it? I like the standard Olympics because it's all stuff to do with battles and wars, right? Javelin is throwing a fucking spear, right? You know, sprinting is... Well, I mean, it's sprinting. Like, all of it is basically to do with shit that you would do to the enemy. But when it comes to Guinness World Records... Wet sponges in the face. You know?
Okay. I
It's
mean,
a
I
dodgy
don't
one.
get it, but I'm not supposed to, I guess.
Yeah, no, I don't think that. No, it is. It's not a thing that we're supposed to understand. We're just supposed to sit there and go, and well done to all the transgenders who have Guinness World Records. But that's not all. And it is actually, this one might, it seems silly, but when you think about it, this one is actually quite impressive. Man balances 4 eggs atop one another to break Guinness World Record. That is...
All right, yeah, that's pretty interesting.
It's impressive, but for the wrong reasons, isn't it? I mean, 2 eggs is pretty good. 1 egg! Just getting it to stand upright on a table. That's fucking awesome. Well done. 2 eggs? No, he went, no. I'm going to 4. I didn't even know you could get 4 packs of eggs. I thought they came in dozens and half dozens. But this guy, mate, well done. That is actually fucking pretty impressive. Polly, can I interest you in some cool news? Some historical news?
Corn? What?
Some historical... It's dinosaur-based news.
Historical. Yes.
Did you hear corn?
I did hear corn. And I was
yes.
like, I can't say that I'm terribly interested in what's going on with the maze, but okay.
It's amazing news. What if it was a man who stacked 4 corn on the cob?
Don't give him ideas. Don't.
This man stacked 4 corn of cobs.
Corn of cobs!
He juggled, 8 corn cobs. 2 of them were cut in half. It's a world record because the first guy only juggled 8 full corn cobs. Fuck this guy. Seriously.
Well, no, I mean, it's fuck the wet sponge guy. The egg guy, I am genuinely impressed with. And looking at that, he seems genuinely impressed with himself as well. He's like, I did it, Mum! To all those teachers who said I'd never amount to anything, this is for you. But it's some cool historical news. It's just extraordinary, says man. Ancient crocodile's last meal may have been a dinosaur. We got a crocodile who ate a fucking dinosaur. And here's the part they found.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And that finally gives us an answer to the age-old question: who would win in a fight between a crocodile and a dinosaur? And the answer
Well, it doesn't say what kind of dinosaur it ate.
doesn't say what
Thing
kind
didn't
of
fucking
crocodile.
eat a T-Rex.
We don't know. It could have been. I never looked into it. The crocodile, called A Broken Dinosaur Killer, nice. I'd watch that Netflix movie. Was recovered on a sheep station. What the fuck is a sheep station? And it's believed to be more than 95 million years old.
That's
I mean,
old.
that's fucking cool as well, isn't it? Contained the partial remains of a young ornithopod dinosaur inside a stomach. So a bird-like dinosaur. Could have been a pteranodon. We don't know. We've only got a part of it, but we can tell. I mean, that's actually the crocodile's head, isn't it? Thinking about it, that's not the contents of his stomach. Still, that's fucking awesome. That's so fucking cool. But yeah, if that doesn't sate your appetite for interesting stuff, then let's move on. How about a SpaceX Starship Raptor 2 engine test? Does that wet your whistle, anyone? You want to see a fucking huge engine being tested? Because you gotta. Here we go. Yes!
Some guy's down there just trying to sneak his cheek around the corner to light a cigarette.
It's that roaring! Fuck yeah! That is fucking awesome. If you don't think that is the tightest shit, then you can get the fuck out of my face. And while we're talking about space stuff, Polly, have you ever heard of the pale blue dot?
Hold on. Like as in the micro dot for spies with...
No. This is space
Have you ever heard of the micro dot?
What's the micro dot? Oh, hang on. Is that like that Teflon shit where there was like a shit ton of information in a tiny little pixel?
Sort of, yeah. I mean, the Cold War thing where it's like a little dot that they would put on something and you would have to go under a microscope to see it. And it was just text upon text upon text about like national security secrets and rocket technical specifications and blah, 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 blah. And it's like you're sneaking out with this stuff and it's like all on a tiny dot on the back of a business card. So it's really
Awesome.
nondescript. And anyway, what is the pale blue dot?
Don't get me wrong, that is
means
very
she's
cool.
pregnant?
This one is this is worlds apart from what you just described. This is from the Voyager mission, which was launched today in 1990, February 14th, 1990. And as this is the pale blue dot, you see it right there, is us.
Yeah, Carl Sagan.
Oh, cool. Nice. Yeah. Sweet. That is cool.
Yeah, laughs in existential dread. It was because they just set the Voyager off, didn't they? Just like fucking Godspeed, wherever you go, enjoy it, you know. And just as it was leaving, they managed to. One guy said, "Hey, how about we have it take a photo of where it's come from?" And that is it, right there. That's us. That tiny little dot is us, guys. And that's every single one of us as well. It's me, it's Sinatra, it's Polly, it's everyone in the chat. That is on the screen 1 pixel. That little dot. And that's our reality. That's everything we know. Right there, in 1 single pixel. I don't know about you, but I'm freaking the fuck out right now.
You should look up the Carl Sagan speech about the pale blue dot.
Okay, who's Carl Sagan? Is he a comedian?
No, he was a astronomer.
Okay, Carl Sagan, wrote that down. I will look that up because, I've not freaked out enough today. Can I interest anyone in the titular article? Mm-hmm. Good. I'm glad because I got one. Today's particular instalment of the AAA meeting is brought to you by the tagline, "An eye for art Because Russian gallery guard charged after drawing eyes on avant-garde painting with ballpoint pen.
That's funny.
This is...
That's hilarious. Holy shit.
This shit was worth like $740,000. Damn near $1 million. This is his first day. He's bored. And he just chose 2 sets of eyes.
Holy fuck. I think he made it better.
Oh my god! I think it is like because I think this was painted in the 1930s. And when you say he made it better, he has actually just created history, hasn't he? With this, they've taken it.
It would have been better if he did googly eyes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
fucking. I think you're right. He has improved it because, like now, this is something I'm always going to remember. This story now. This is history.
That is fucking amazing.
I fucking love it, mate. I love it. What an eye for art. And you may now consider yourself newsed. Oh, God. Right, I'm going to have a wee, and then should we have a game?
All right.
Let's have a game. Talk amongst yourselves, gentlemen.
What's going on, Polydoob?
Oh yeah, doing the do.
How
Have
was
you continued to make different simple syrups and all of the various things? How many different types of bitters do you have?
Oh, dude. On my shelf right now,
Yeah, I'm actually curious. You got like 5, 6, 7, 8 bitters?
24.
Shut up! Seriously, I didn't even know there were that
Yeah.
many kinds. Honestly,
Yeah, I'll send you a picture of it.
cool. Okay, how many different types of vermouth do you have?
4, but it's hard
4,
to
that's
keep
cool.
that stuff because I don't make a lot of vermouth drinks.
You're not a
So, and
martini
that's-
guy.
Not much, and not enough to. I have a blonde or a white vermouth. I use a Lillet, whatever vermouth.
Yeah, Kino Lillet.
That I have that one, but then I get the smallest bottles you can because that stuff just doesn't stay.
You know what? You're not wrong. I buy the half bottles of vermouth because I like my martini so dry you could blow dust off the top of them. So you're using such a small amount, and you're right. That shit has no shelf life. It goes funky fast. So
And
yeah, you buy
especially
the little
once
half
you
bottles.
open it.
Yep, damn right.
You open it, it's
If-
gone.
Do you have a bar fridge, or did you bring a full fridge in there in your new studio? What's
got-
the deal?
I got one of those. It was like $200 at Home Depot, pot, and it's like a 7-foot fridge, so it's a decent sized fridge,
Oh,
but it's not a
there
full
you go.
sized one.
I mean, there's lots of mixology shit that you're going to want to keep refrigerated. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Extended life.
I have like 2 half
Holy shit,
bottles.
you've got separate shelves. Sorry, cut you off. But you got separate shelves just for your bitters?
Yeah,
That's great.
I got those on Amazon for like $12.
I love it. The bitter shelves. It's
I heard you say Home Depot, by the way.
I corrected myself.
when in Rome.
You fucker. When you say bitters, are you on about like mixing things, or are you on about drink
Yeah.
bitter?
No, the bitters,
aromatic?
like Angostura bitters, the stuff you never want to drink on its own unless you want to throw out.
Yeah, I was watching another mixologist YouTuber, and he's like, I just put bitters in soda sometimes. What the fuck?
Yeah,
He said it's delicious.
it's like when you make a bourbon sour, just a drop or 2 of classic Angostura. It really adds that extra little something that's worth it.
You know, like a little something something. Speaking of something
Spider
something.
Cat says vermouth is disgusting. On its own, you're goddamn right. But
Oh yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah, why are you drinking it on your own? On its own?
Women do that. They drink
Do
sweet
they?
red vermouth on its own with a twist and soda. It's weird. Yeah, absolutely.
That's really fucking weird.
Oh.
It's not. Has it even got any alcohol in it? It's just like.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, it does?
Fortified wine. Fortified liqueur. Or no, it's not sweet. So it'd be a fortified. It's fortified.
It's fortified. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
alright.
bitters is I think 50%.
Yeah.
So that stuff just literally lasts forever.
Well, speaking of lasting forever,
I mean, vermouth is disgusting, but like a white vermouth where you just wet the cubes, that's a dry martini. And then vodka. I'm a vodka martini guy. And then just shake it up, you're done. Well, stir, actually. I'm a stir man, not a shake man.
That's
That's one of the
actually.
videos I have slated, actually, is the difference between stirring and shaking.
Yeah.
Why would you want a frothy bunch of busted up ice in your martini? That's not good.
Exactly.
I read it. It was there's something like that. There is a very, very slight. I think it was peroxide or something like that. Very, very slight change between shaking and stirring and the amount of peroxide. I don't know why it's peroxide. That to me says bleach. But I mean, this was a fucking green text post, fucking 4chan, and it was so the guy was just like he was very interested in knowing why James Bond preferred shaken and not stirred, and he found out that it was down to this very, very ever so incredibly slight change in taste, and from that he deduced that James Bond must have been autistic.
Okay. It's a long way to go to get there, but you're right.
It's all about autism, unfortunately. I do love a good green text. Let's have a game. It is Valentine's Day, ladies and gentlemen, so what better time than to crack out a game that we've only played twice before. We're playing competitive dating. Polly, I don't think you've ever actually been here for this game, but it's all right. I'll talk you through it as we go. It is Valentine's Day, and your lady friend is coming over to the AAA meeting for some sweet romancing. But wait! There's two of you, and only one of her, meaning there's only room for one of you in her lady flaps. So here are 3 rounds to determine which of you is gonna get squelchy tonight. Starting off with round 1, which is making a meal of it. A hearty meal is the best way to start a hot date, but you're not exactly made of money, and this hoe ain't all that. So, pick your protein, pick your meat, pick your side, and your sauce. The closest to $20 wins the round. Here's your choice of meat. We have chicken breast tenderloins, pork shoulder, and rosemary and garlic lamb shank. We got your sides, which consist of Checker Rally's famous seasoned fries, Pillsby Grand's buttermilk biscuits, and Bird's Eye loaded potato bake. And for your sauce, you have Wild Style creamy chipotle kicker sauce, Chickafilla Polynesian sauce, and Hui Fong Sriracha hot chili sauce. You have to pick one from each category. I've gone on to the Walmart online delivery service to get the prices. Closest to $20 wins.
Ivan... shit, that went away quick. Ivan Reitman passed away today. He now rests with Harold Ramis. Thank you, Kira.
So, start with Sinatra. Pick your meat.
One?
Only one meat. You get one meat, one side, one sauce.
No, one, the chicken.
Oh, okay. Oh, Sinatra's going for chicken. Okay. Your side?
Biscuits.
He's going for the biscuits, guys. He's going for the biscuits. And your sauce?
Chickafilla.
You're going for the sweet Polynesian sauce. Okay, Polly.
Chicken, loaded potato, Chick-fil-A.
Okay, so you basically got the same thing except for the loaded potato.
It's a 30% difference.
Potatoes and chicken go well together.
Well, I mean, this is about trying to get close to $20 for the products, not really about actually.
Yeah, but I don't know
making
how
the
much
meal.
these fucking things cost. I buy off-brand everything because I'm poor.
Well,
Same.
fair enough. Fair enough. All right.
Great value biscuits only in this house.
There is. I can tell you right that there is a 4 cents difference in your answers. Right? I didn't expect it to come this close. So you both went chicken. This is the chicken breast tenderloins for an astounding $6.90 right there. But you're paying for value. Let's be honest here. You know what I mean? Right. And then you. Oh shit, Sinatra. You went for the. What did you go for?
Biscuits.
You did go for the biscuits, didn't you? The biscuits themselves, $4.34. All right. Are we all playing along at home? As I laboriously type this out on a calculator. And finally, you went for the Chickafilla Polynesian sauce at $3.68. Meaning that you have a grand total of $14.92. Now,
The
Polly...
only question is, are the loaded potatoes worth
4 cents
$4.38?
The potatoes themselves, Polly, it's a good question. They are worth $4.38.
Oh, you motherfucker.
Polly gets in by 4 cents. Point to the otter. Fantastic work. Well done.
Now what?
But that, I mean,
4
that's...
cents made them loaded.
Hell yeah, they did. Loaded with dick. But that's just making the meal. You see, round 2, as it comes around, is actually setting the scene. Now, you've cooked up a delicious meal, but as the saying goes, the way to a woman's heart is proper dinner etiquette. One by one, starting with Sinatra, as Polly got the point for the previous round, name the cutlery, crockery, and glassware, and the other stuff on the table. Well, that is until we can't name anymore. Sinatra, starting with you. Did he say fuck off?
Yeah. What do I...
He did say
I don't get it.
Name any one of them, mate. Any one of them.
Oh, just one?
Yep.
Okay. I can't tell what the glassware is, really. Okay, 8 is a fork.
8. It's just a fork.
All right, 5's a butter knife.
Okay, yeah, we'll go right there. Number 5 is indeed a butter knife. Polly, what have you got?
What am I doing? Okay, I know I'm selecting.
I don't
something.
understand this at all.
Sinatra, you've actually
we
played this
each
before.
get a total number of choices to create a place setting. Is that what the?
No, you're saying what the cutlery is, what the plates are, what the bowls are, and one by one until we can't fucking name anymore, which is not going to be long by the look of it. So, Sinatra, number 5 right there, and it says right there, he just picked butter knife. He recognised that was a butter knife.
Actually, I recognize...
Oh, you mean we have to... So the game is to name the item?
Name the item. There you go.
I
called
have
it
to
setting
know
the scene,
what it
but-
is?
Well, yeah.
Well, okay, number 11, what was that? Like, well, okay, that's like... You need something to put the fucking food on, so I'm going to go with number 11. That looks like a good size. It's a mid-size, and I think the mid-size are called... It's not an entree plate. It's a...
Plate.
I'm going to go with entree plate. I don't know.
It's unfortunately, that's the soup bowl right there.
That's a bowl?
It's a bowl.
It's not a bowl.
It's a bowl.
All right.
Why
This game sucks for depth.
Like, I understand they're shallow bowls, but Jesus Christ.
Like 19 through 23 are just all circles.
Well, I mean, look, I'll give you a clue. Like, fucking, you got the number 22 right there. That's your white wine glass, right? And the next to it, you got your red wine glass, right?
I cannot tell these are glasses. I thought they were like serving.
All right,
plates.
name the fucking cutlery there. You're ruining Valentine's Day.
Okay, 8 is a fork.
It is a dessert fork.
Yes.
Nah, you got the wrong fork. Polly,
No, it's a fork.
one more guess and we'll move on. Polly.
What?
All right, moving on. That is a point to Sinatra, who got butter knife. Fantastic. A lot of fucking effort went into that. As we go on to the final round, Netflix and chill. This is, of course, time to make your move. Of course, you're going to put on a film or a series, and you're gonna get handsy. But of course, you don't want the show to take all of her attention, or your dick is in danger of staying dry. So, out of these Netflix shows, pick the one with the lowest ratings to ensure her eyes stay on you. Now, you pick from Resident Evil: Infinite Darkness, the CGI action horror. We've got the CGI follow-up to 90s animated series Reboot: The Guardian Code, South Korean sports drama Racket Boys, comedy crossover event Game On, a comedy crossover event, pseudo-documentary Tiny Creatures, parody dating show Sexy Beasts, Arabic supernatural drama, Jinn. Period thriller, Freud. British reality TV show, Too Hot to Handle. And Spanish drama, Hache. And Sinatra, you won the last round, so Polly, take your pick. You're picking for the show, according to Netflix, which has the lowest ratings.
Well, fuck what Netflix says. You turn to the lady and say, "What interests you, my dear?"
But that's the
Pick something
point.
else.
You don't want something that interests her. You want her to get bored, so she sucks your dick.
How well has that worked for you?
So far, I live alone.
The Freud one.
Freud for Polly. I can reveal Freud had a rating out of 10 of 6.6. So Sinatra, you need lower than 6.6 to win the game.
We go the Resident Evil.
Resident Evil, is it lower than 6.6? Oh, there's a lot of sexy time getting involved here. It's all on the line. Sinatra, 5.8. Sinatra wins. Alright, fuck you. That was a good game. I don't give a shit what you say. That was competitive dating. Sinatra wins. Fucking hell. Should we have some questions?
Yes.
Sure.
Oh, it's really hard to stay so upbeat, but I think I'm smashing it so far. People in the chat, if you got any questions for myself, Polydub Sinatra says, then whack them in the chat and we'll get a couple out there before we fuck off. Sinatra, you got anything for us today?
I got a video going up on the second channel right now. I did not get the chance to record one for the main channel, but I will try to get one out Friday.
Excellent. Actually, in video news as well, I have, as I said, I was stuck. But I've overcome that particular barrier. I'll be recording tomorrow. I'll be editing the next day. Video out on Wednesday for patrons and on Friday for the general public. I'm gonna be.
Copycat said horrible plan, Drunkle. Cougar Knife said never that game again. I agree.
That's the third time we've played it. I'd go, all right, mate. Oh, sorry. What the steakhouse
Like, I
or gay
appreciate-
bar? I don't.
I appreciate the effort, but yeah, it just didn't hit. Sometimes they don't hit.
Damn it. Molly Okami says, do you recognise the bodies in the water? I do not recognise the bodies in the water. Looney Lenny says,
not what
will
you
you do
said
this
before.
game again? Do you know what? I think I fucking will.
Well,
If I-
can you go back to it? Can you bring it back up? Go to the cutlery thing.
Yeah, I can do that, yeah. Yep.
Is number 4 a napkin?
It is a napkin, yeah.
Sweet.
Was that all you wanted to do?
Yep.
I mean, look, if you really want to get some fuckery, number 9 is a place card.
Ugh.
No, that. Number 9 is a place card. Where's the
nothing
napkin
written on
ring? This isn't classy.
It is classic. That's exactly why you're not getting laid, Polly. You don't know how to set a
5?
table and you didn't even try.
5, 13,
Are you
and
kidding me?
14 are all the
Napkin
exact
ring.
same
I know
thing.
glass. What the fuck?
5, 13, and 14 are the exact same fucking knife.
Hold on. 5, 13, and 14. What? Butter knife?
They're all butter knives.
Right, then you got salad
I mean-
knife, meat knife, fish knife.
Meat knives.
I mean,
have
1, 2, and 3. I mean,
serrated.
people often confuse these, and like this is one that I know. It's like it goes because it's the order of food. That's why they're in that order. It's
Yeah.
like people think the salad fork's the big one,
Salad
and it's
fork?
like no, because you don't have the salad first. It goes salad fork, appetizer fork, dinner fork,
Fish
entree
fork, dinner fork.
Fish fork.
Fish
Well,
is-
fish is often an entree. Is
Oh,
often an
yeah, fair
appetizer.
enough, fair enough. Which is exactly why you have right here, at the very top, number 10, salad plate, followed by soup bowl.
I am curious of the difference between 16 and 17. What's
I
the
mean,
spoon
I'm
difference?
just saying, you guys took a weird fucking time to start getting interested in this game.
Soup is probably 16.
It's 16 and 17, though. I'm legitimately interested in the difference. One's a soup spoon. What's the other one? A dessert spoon?
One is indeed a
Dessert,
soup
probably.
spoon. This might piss
Right.
you off. It's a teaspoon.
It's rather big for a teaspoon, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's
We drink
wide.
lots
Usually
of
that's a
tea.
dessert spoon.
The champagne flute. And just to throw everyone off,
Dude,
water
how does that
goblet.
look like a champagne flute?
Look, I didn't make the
Champagne
graphic.
flutes are skinny.
An
Seafood fork?
18 is a dessert fork? Why is it all the way the fuck out there?
It's a seafood fork.
Oh, it's a seafood fork. Well,
You
it's
have
got too
two
many
seafood forks?
tines on it. Yeah, how are you supposed to get out of the little shell? You need a 3-pronger.
Why do you have 2 seafood forks?
A 3-pronger. I didn't know that's how we measure prongs in ers.
Yeah, and it looks like a trident, like Poseidon's trident, seafood. See, it all comes together.
Yeah, you're
this game
right.
sucks.
It all came together. Yeah, in the end. Christ, why you could have had this argument fucking 5 minutes ago. Now you're doing it on my time. Jesus Christ. Right, well, it looks like then, guys, this show is over. But if you find yourself with an itch that only a AAA meeting can scratch, then don't go send in photos of your poo just yet. We're going to be back on Wednesday on the Polydub channel at 10:30pm GMT, 5:30pm AST, 4:30 Central, and 5:30 on AM on Christmas Island for me to chat shit about Polly's game. I'm heading over to twitch.tv/drunkleplays for some epic gamage. While you're there, be sure to check out Sinatra_says. But if it's way past your bedtime, then thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for all the generous donations. Seriously, guys, best goddamn chat online. And don't draw on expensive paintings.
Or paintings.
I blame the pen.